The Dodgers walked into Sutter Health Park looking to keep their hot streak alive. By the end of the night, they had done much more than win another game. They had dominated, survived a scare, watched Shohei Ohtani deliver another unforgettable moment, and witnessed a shocking incident that could have major consequences beyond the final score. And while the Dodgers celebrated a convincing 9-4 victory, it was everything that happened after Ohtani's biggest swing that had the entire baseball world talking. From the very first inning, it was clear the Dodgers meant business. Even though they didn't score immediately, their approach at the plate showed patience and confidence. They were making solid contact, forcing deep counts, and putting pressure on every Athletics pitcher who stepped onto the mound. That pressure exploded in the second inning. Teoscar Hernandez started the rally with a sharp hit, setting the tone. Tucker followed with a single to right field, putting runners on the corners with nobody out. Suddenly, the Athletics found themselves in serious trouble. Max Muncy stepped in and delivered exactly what the Dodgers needed. Dalton rushing followed by driving in another run, and before anyone could catch their breath, Los Angeles had built a huge early advantage. Everything was clicking. The lineup looked unstoppable. Every batter seemed capable of extending the inning. For a moment, it looked like the Dodgers were about to run away with the game before the Athletics even had a chance to respond. But baseball has a way of changing momentum in an instant. The Athletics refused to disappear quietly. Colby Thomas ignited the home crowd with a solo home run to right center, cutting into the deficit. That blast energized the entire stadium, and suddenly the pressure shifted onto Dodgers starter Eric Lauer. The Athletics kept attacking. Back-to-back singles loaded the bases with opportunity. Another hit brought in another run. Then a routine ground ball produced yet another score. Just like that, the comfortable Dodgers lead had almost vanished. In one inning, the game had completely changed. The Athletics had reminded everyone they weren't ready to surrender. Now the Dodgers faced their first real test of the night. Would they panic? Or would they answer? The response came 2 innings later, and it came with authority. Leading off the fourth inning, Max Muncy stepped into the batter's box looking determined. One swing later, the baseball was flying over the wall for a solo home run that immediately shifted the momentum back toward Los Angeles. The dugout erupted. But the Dodgers weren't finished. Miguel Rojas followed with a clutch double, giving Los Angeles another scoring opportunity. 2 outs later, Andy Pages delivered one of the biggest swings of the evening. Under pressure, the young outfielder crushed a 2-run homer to left field. Just like that, the Dodgers had regained complete control. The Athletics had fought their way back. The Dodgers simply punched even harder. Every championship-caliber team has moments where someone rises when it matters most. For Los Angeles, that moment arrived in the 6th inning. Miguel Rojas reached base again. Dalton rushing worked an important walk. Nobody out. 2 runners aboard. And Shohei Ohtani stepped to the plate. It hadn't been his best night. He had already failed in 3 consecutive plate appearances. The crowd sensed an opportunity. The Athletics believed they finally had him figured out. The count reached 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitcher fired an 82.3 mile-per-hour sweeper, hoping Ohtani would chase. Instead, Ohtani stayed patient. He tracked the pitch perfectly, then unleashed one of the most explosive swings in baseball. The crack of the bat told the entire story. Nobody moved. Everyone simply watched. The ball soared high toward right field before disappearing over the wall. A towering 432-foot 3-run home run. The Dodgers dugout exploded with excitement. The stadium fell silent. Just moments earlier, the Athletics still believed they had a chance. Now they were staring at an 8-3 deficit. It wasn't just another home run. It was a statement. Even after a frustrating night at the plate, Ohtani needed only one swing to completely change the game. That's what superstars do. They don't have to be perfect. They simply have to be ready when the biggest moment arrives. But what happened next stunned everyone watching. As Ohtani celebrated his home run, the atmosphere suddenly became tense. According to reports described in the original account, several Athletics players approached Ohtani aggressively near the field after the play. Television cameras captured a chaotic scene as players from both teams converged around the area. The Dodgers reacted instantly. Freddie Freeman sprinted out first. Mookie Betts wasn't far behind. Teoscar Hernandez and numerous teammates rushed over as well. Within seconds, both benches were involved. Players surrounded home plate. Umpires stepped between both teams. Security personnel quickly entered to prevent the confrontation from escalating further. The game came to a complete stop. Fans filled the stadium with loud boos. Medical staff checked on Ohtani before helping him leave the immediate area for further evaluation. For several tense minutes, nobody knew exactly what would happen next. After lengthy discussions, the umpires announced multiple ejections involving the Athletics players identified in the incident. The confrontation immediately became the biggest storyline of the night. As emotions settled, attention shifted toward what Major League Baseball might do next. League officials would almost certainly review every available camera angle, umpire report, and piece of evidence before deciding whether additional discipline was necessary. If investigators determined the actions crossed the line of acceptable on-field conduct, further suspensions or fines could follow. For the Dodgers, however, one concern mattered more than anything else. Was Shohei Ohtani okay? Early updates suggested he avoided any major structural injury, with reports indicating only soft tissue soreness rather than fractures or dislocations. Even so, the Dodgers planned additional evaluations because shoulder and arm issues can sometimes become more noticeable after the adrenaline wears off. That possibility alone was enough to worry fans. Ohtani isn't just another player. He's one of baseball's biggest stars.
I grew up playing a watch.
Any extended absence would dramatically affect the Dodgers' championship hopes. Almost immediately, social media exploded. Fans demanded stronger protection for players. Former players and analysts weighed in. Many argued that baseball must send a clear message that dangerous confrontations cannot become part of the game. Regardless of opinions surrounding the incident, everyone agreed on one thing.
I grew up playing.
The focus should remain on keeping players safe. Eventually, baseball returned. And the Dodgers never looked back. Kyle Hurt entered from the bullpen and completely shut the door. He struck out 3 consecutive Athletics hitters in a flawless inning, killing any momentum the home team hoped to build. That performance gave the Dodgers exactly what they needed: confidence, breathing room, and complete control. The offense wasn't finished either. In the 8th inning, Dalton rushing and Ohtani reached base once again, immediately creating another scoring opportunity. Then Freddie Freeman reminded everyone why he's one of the most reliable hitters in baseball. With runners in position, Freeman lined an RBI single that pushed the Dodgers' lead to 9-3. Even after all the chaos, Los Angeles remained locked in. Championship teams don't lose focus. They stay disciplined. The Athletics managed one final push in the 9th. Jonathan Hernandez surrendered early base runners, creating some late pressure. He answered with a huge strikeout that settled things down before manager Dave Roberts decided not to take any chances. Jack Dreyer entered to finish the job. The Athletics scratched across one final run on a wild pitch, trimming the score to 9-4. But the comeback never truly threatened. Dreyer regrouped, trusted his defense, and recorded the final outs. Ball game. Another Dodgers victory. Another explosive offensive performance. Another reminder of why this team is considered one of baseball's biggest championship contenders. Los Angeles collected 17 hits, launched multiple home runs, and showed remarkable resilience every time the Athletics tried to shift momentum. Max Muncy delivered when the lineup needed energy. Andy Pages produced one of the game's biggest swings. Freddie Freeman continued doing what elite veterans always do. And once again, Shohei Ohtani found a way to steal the spotlight. Even after struggling through most of the game, he reminded everyone why one swing from him can instantly rewrite an entire night. Yet strangely, this game may be remembered less for the scoreboard and more for the controversy that followed Ohtani's home run. If further reviews lead to additional discipline, this story may continue long after the final out. But one thing is already certain. The Dodgers left with another convincing victory. Their offense looks dangerous. Their bullpen continues to deliver. Their stars keep producing in the biggest moments. And if this performance is any indication, Los Angeles isn't slowing down anytime soon.